Hey viewers, Michael Warren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play Stand by Poison. Don't forget, if you like this lesson, to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and check out my YouTube channel Essential Guitar Lessons. Lots of songs and lessons for all levels, and new ones are uploaded weekly, and I'll put a link in the description for you. If you're having any problems with the song, please leave a comment and let me know how you go with this one. Now they're tuned to E flat, so just tune each string down a semitone. I'll leave my guitar in standard E tuning. And we'll start with the chords, so if you know these chords you can skip ahead to this time, and we'll do the solos at the end as well. So let's make a start. So we have a standard E chord, we have the open E string, second fret on the A and the D, first fret on the G, open B and E, standard E chord. We have an E over A, and this time we're going to play the open A string, 6th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B and open E, and that's our E over A. Now if you take that back 2 frets, we have a D add 9 over A. So open A string, 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd on the B and open E string. That's a D add 9 over A. We also have just a standard A sus2 chord, so open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G, open B, open E, standard A sus2 chord there. We have a D sus2, so open D string, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, that's a D sus2. We have some power chords as well. We have the A5 there, so open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G. We have an E5 or an E power chord, open E string, 2nd fret on the A and the D. We have a D5, so open D string, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, and that's just a D power chord there. We also have a B minor 7 chords. This time will be 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and 2nd fret on the E. And that's our B minor 7. And we also have this A sus2 add 13 there as well. So we have the open A string, 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, open B and E there. And they're all the chords, so some of them are a little bit confusing, and we'll go over them again as we're into the song. So let's make a start. So for our intro we have the acoustic guitar, we have a mandolin playing. So let's have a look at the acoustic guitar. We're going to start on our E chord, play that once. Then we go to our A sus2 add 13. So open A string, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, open B and E. Play that once and slide up 2 frets. So we've slidden up to the 4th and 6th fret. Then we play the open A string, 6th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B and the open E. And we're going to do a down, up, down, down there. So come back 2 frets and we do a down, up, down. So we're playing open A string, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, and down, up, down. Back to our A sus2. This time we're going to do a down, 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 and on the up we're just going to drop back to the 1st fret on the G string. So we're playing the 2nd fret on the D, 1st fret on the G, open B and E. So from the A sus2 we have down, 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 up, and do an up on that last chord there. And we play that through 2 times for the intro. So it's a little confusing. Once you've done it a few times, it's not too bad. So we play it slowly for you first. So that's a little confusing with the slide in there. A couple of times through and you'll get it. So let's do that up to speed now. Then for our verse, we just continue doing that again. We do it another 2 more times. This is our verse now, so continue with that. Then the last time through, it's going to change a little bit. The start's going to stay the same. We're still going to play the B. We'll still do our slide up, our down, up, down, down. Coming back, down, up, down, so that's all exactly the same. Then we go back to our A sus2, we do it down, 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 up. Then we're jumping to our B minor 7, we're going to do it down, and then an up, back to our A sus2, do an up on that one. And then we're going to do this little run to get into the chorus. We're going to play the 2nd fret on the G string, open B and E. 1st fret on the G string, open E and B. Then the 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G, open B and D. So from that A sus2 there. And that gets us ready for the chorus. So let's do that a couple of times through so you can see how that's going to hear. And that's our verse there, then we have our chorus. Let's have a look at that now. So for our chorus, we're going to start on the E, and the strumming pattern this time will be down, down, up, down, down. We do that for 1 bar, so down, down, up, down, down. Go to our B minor 7, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, down. Our D sus2 is going to change a little bit here. We're going to do down, down, down. Our A5 power chord. Then on the E string, 4th fret, 2nd fret, and back to our E, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, down. Then we do that again, the E, down, down, up, down, down. The B minor 7, same again. D sus2, the same. Our A5, our 4, 2 on the E string. Now this time the E, we're going to do down, down, up, down, down. Then we're going to go to this chord here. We'll play the open A string, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, strum that once. Then just arpeggio pick the E, B, G, D, back to the G. And then we're going to do this A chord here, open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G, 5th fret on the B and the E to finish it. And that's our chorus there, not too hard. Let me play that up to speed for you there. And that's our chorus there. Now let's have a look at the next verse and the different guitar parts. So our clean guitar starts after the first chorus, and it's nearly exactly the same as our intro there. We're playing the E, our slider, and this time we just play the open A string, 6th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, open D, play that once, play the open E string and then do it again. Come back to open A string, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, play that once, and then do our A sus2 once, and we finish it the same way with our A sus2, 2 down, and coming back to the 1st fret on the G, and still 2nd fret on the D, open B and E. So we do that through 2 times, and that's not too hard. It's nearly exactly the same as our intro there. We're just adding that E bass note in. So let's give that a go. Now there's another guitar that does a little fill at the end, and it's just going to be 2, slide up to 4 on the A string, 2 on the D, 4 on the D, and then the open A. So we play that second guitar through for you there. The first line we do it exactly the same. Then we also have a heavy guitar as well, so let's have a look at that now as well. So this time we just start on the E power chord, play it once. Then we're going to do the 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, slide up 2 frets, and play that again. Open E, play it again. Then come back to 4 on the D, 2 on the G, and finish on the A power chord. And we do that through 2 times, so it's not too hard once you've got the other parts down. So let's give that a go up to speed a couple of times through. And that's a heavy guitar there for that second intro. And then at the end he just puts a couple of slides in to get us into the verse, and the heavy guitar doesn't play in the verse. Let's have a look at what that's doing now. So our verse is going to be exactly the same as the intro we just played for our first guitar, and the clean is going to change slightly. When we come back to this chord, this time we do our down, up, down, back to our A sus2 and finish it the same way. So we repeat that through 2 times, and then we go back and the start stays the same again. This is the 3rd time through. Now we just finish on the A sus2, strum that once. Jump onto the 2nd fret on the A string, slide up to the 4th fret, and then jump to the B minor 7. And then back to the A string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, play our A sus2. And our little rundown we did before, we're going to have the 2nd fret on the G, open B and E, 1st fret on the G, open B and E, and then 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, open B and E. And that gets us ready for the chorus there. So let's do that last one a couple of times through in a verse. So that's our verse, and then we get ready for the chorus. Let's have a look at that now. So we're going to have a few guitar parts here. We're just going to start on the E and do the same strumming pattern we've done before. Down, down, up, down, up, down. Then go to your B minor 7. We're going to do it down, 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 up. This time we're going to play the open A, 2nd fret A, 4th fret A. So D sus2, down, down, up, down. Play our A power chord. 4th fret on the E, 2nd fret on the E, back to our E. Now this is where it changes. We're going to arpeggio pick the G, B and E. So 1st fret G, open B and E after the E chord. And he throws in a little sweep here. We jump onto the 2nd fret on the B string, slide up to the 5th, play the 4th fret on the G, 6th fret on the D, 7th fret on the A, and we're going to pull that back off to the 2nd fret on the A, play the 4th fret on the E and pull off to the open there. Then we go back to the E, same strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down. We do the B minor with the run exactly the same, down, 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 up, O, 2, 4, D sus2 the same, down, 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 up, A, 4, 2. Now this time we just go to the E, we just do our strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down. Then we jump to this chord here, we play the open A string, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, do it 2 times. And then just arpeggio pick open, 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, and finish on the A power chord there. So that's a little confusing now. That's the first guitar, and the second guitar is going to put this little fill in, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. And there's also a heavy guitar. So let's play that through first for you. And that's guitar 1 there. Now let's have a look at the little fill he's putting in at the end when we get to that last E there. So we're going to have 9, slide up to 11 on the A string, play the 9 on the D string, back to 11 A, then jump to 11 on the G, 11 on the D, so slowly. Then we slide from 9 to 11 on the D, play 9 G, 11 D. Now we have 11 on the G, slide up to 13, and then just play 12 on the E. So let's do that slowly first. And a couple of times up to speed. That can be a little bit tricky, and you can spend a bit of time working out the fingering you use there. I jump back to the 9th fret with my 3rd finger on the D string to get that slide again as well. So use my 3rd finger to come back. So let's do that up to speed now. And again. And that's our little fill there, and they're the 2 clean guitar parts. Now let's have a look at what the heavy guitar is doing as well in the chorus. Okay, so for our chorus, we're just going to play the E power chord, and do it another 2 times. Do our B minor, we just play as a B power chord there, so 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D there. Open A, 2nd fret A, 4th fret A, our D power chord. Back to our A power chord, E string 4, 2, and then E on from barre. Then we just repeat that again. The D, A, E. Now this time we're just going to play the 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. Then play the open D, open E, 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, and then the A power. And that's a heavy guitar for the chorus. Let's play that through, it's not too hard. That's our heavy guitar for the chorus there, and then we go into the intro again. And while we're on the heavy guitar, we'll just cover that because it's similar to the intro we've done before. We have the E power chord again, 4 on the D, 2 on the G, slide up 2 frets to 4 and 6, play the 4 and 6 again, do the open E, 4 and 6 again, open E, go back to 4 and 2, 4 on the D, 2 on the G, and then just finish on the A power chord. And that's the heavy guitar when we go back to the intro after the chorus there. So let's do that up to speed. And then from there we get ready for the bridge, and let's have a look at what the clean guitar is doing in that part as well. So for this next intro, our clean guitar is going to be doing something pretty similar again. Our E, slide up, our chord, open E string, chord again. When we come back, do your down, up, down, then come back to your A sus2, play the open A string and back to A sus2 there, and that gets us ready for the bridge. That's pretty easy. Let's just play that through now. Then we're up to our bridge. Now this time we're going to start with the D sus2 over B. So we're going to have the second fret on the A string, we're going to mute the D string, we're going to have the second fret on the G, third fret on the B and open E, and we're going to keep our strumming pattern the same as the chorus. So down, down, up, down, up, down, to our D sus2, down, down, up, down, up, down, A sus2, down, down, up, down, up, down. Go back to D sus2, and this time we just do a down, up, A sus2, down, up, down, down, up, back to D sus2 and our down, down, up, down, up, down, and finish on A sus2, just one strum. So nothing too hard there. So let me play that through for you, then we'll have a look at what the heavy guitar's doing over that bridge as well. And that's our clean guitar for the bridge. Now let's have a look at the heavy guitar. So our heavy guitar is pretty easy for the bridge. We just start on that D sus2 over B, we play that. Then we'll run up on the A string, open 2, 4. Then go to your D power chord, hold it for a bar. 3, 4, our A power chord for a bar. Back to our D power chord, half a bar, so 1, 2, back to our A, 2. Then back to the D, a bar again, and then just stop on our A power chord, 2, 3, 4. And that's the bridge, nothing too hard there, so let's do that up to speed now. And that's our bridge there. Now let's have a look at the clean guitar with the solo. So our clean guitar for the solo, we're going to start on the B minor 7, we're going to just play it down, our pattern before, down, 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 up, A string, open 2, 4, D sus2, same as before, down, 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 up, our A, E string 4, 2, to E, and we do our strumming pattern, so down, down, up, down, up, down, and do that again, down, down, up, down, up, down. We play that through 2 times, and the last one through we play the B minor, the same as before, down, 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 up, A string, O, 2, 4, D sus2, our A, 4, 2, now we jump to our A sus2, do our strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, D sus2, down, up, back to our A sus2, down, up, down, down, up there. So we play that through for you there, nothing too hard or we haven't seen before in the song. So. And that's our solo rhythm for our clean guitar. So just remember to do that first line through 2 times before we do the last line, and let's have a look at what the heavy guitar is doing as well. So for our heavy guitar, we start on the B minor 7, play that 2 times. Then our A string, open 2, 4. Our D5 power chord 2 times. Our A on the E string, 4, 2, and come back to the E power chord. 3 times, and we do that through 2 times there. Then we go back to the B minor 7, 2 times our A, O, 2, 4. This time jump to the D5, but just hold it for a bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Our A, hold that for a bar, but we're going to play it 2 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump to our D again, hold for half a bar, 2, and finish on our A there. 2, 3, 4. So we play that through for you, it's not too hard. Again, we've seen all these parts before. heavy guitar for the solo, so nothing too hard there. Now let's have a look at the next part. So then our clean guitar and our chorus just plays the E, same strumming pattern. Our B minor 7, and this is exactly the same as before, so down, 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 up. Our A, O, 2, 4, D sus 2, down, 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 up. A, E string 4, 2, then jump to the E chord. We're going to do it down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. And we do that through 4 times, so it's not too hard. Let's do that up to speed. Do that through 4 times, and then the chorus just keeps going, but we just have all those little guitar fills, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's do the heavy guitar for that chorus. So again, we've done this before. We're just playing the open E power chord, do it 2 more times, B minor 7 power chord, our A string, O, 2, 4, D 5, A 5, and back to our 4, 2, E, and 3 more times here. And we do that through 4 times. Let's do that a couple of times, pretty easy. So that's the heavy guitar there, and then it comes in one more time, the last time before the outro, and it just plays the same thing again. So we just have finish on the E there, and that's the last one before the acoustic outro there. Now let's have a look at all the little fills he's putting in. So there's a lot of different little fills here, so we'll sort of do it line by line. So we're going to have 4 on the D, 2 on the G, slide up to 6 and 4. And then just strum our 4 on the D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B. Then we're going to play 7 on the D, 7 on the G, 5 on the B. Then do it again with a slide down. Then we just play the bottom half of the E chord, so we have 2nd fret D, 1st fret on the G, open B and E, and do that as an up. Then we have this little fill here. We're going to play 2 slide up to 4 on the G string, play the 4 on the E, back to 4 on the G, 4 on the E, pull off the 2, pull off to the open, and then open B. So slowly. So let's do that first line up to speed. Nothing too hard there. That's the first one. Now let's have a look at the second one. So the second line, we're going to start with the open E, and then our 4 and 2 slide up to 6 and 4, open E and B, come back to our 4 on the D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, open E, then play that again to our D, 5, then we play it again, open D string, play it again, and then play the 1st fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, and then 4th fret on the D string, mute the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, open E. So just from that D there. Nice and slowly, open E. And then we're going to do these little bends on the 7th fret. So we're going to hold the 7th fret E, bend on the 7th fret on the B 2 times. Just play 7 and 7, B and E, and bend again on the 7 B, and then 7 again on E and B. So we played that line for you now. That's a little bit more tricky than the first line. next line after that, let's have a look at that now. So this next line we play the open E string, 2 times on the E chord, coming up to our 4 on the D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, open E. Now this time we're going to do a bend on the 2nd fret on the G and hold the 3rd fret B. Play the 1st fret G, 4th fret on the D. Then we just play our D sus2 2 times. Our little run down we did before, so D sus2, 1st fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E, and 4th fret on the D, mute the G, 3rd fret on the B. Then we just play the E chord again. Now this time we're going to do 2 opens on the E, 3 pull off to open, then jump to the D string. We're going to have open hammer onto 2, and then 2 slide up to 4, 3 on the B, 4 slide up to 6 on the D, and 5 on the B. So slowly. So let's put that line together now. Again, it's getting a little harder each line. So let's have a look at the next line now. So this time again we start with the E chord, we strum that once. Now we're going to play the 3rd fret on the B string and holding the 1st fret on the G string, play that once. And then just open B string, 1st fret G string. Then come to our chord again, 4th on the D string, 2nd on the G string, 3rd on the B string, open E, play that once. And then we're just going to bar the 2nd fret on the E string and play the 3rd fret on the B string 2 times. And then 4th fret on the A string. And then go to our D sus2, do that once. And the 2nd time stop it. And then do our little run down like we did before. So we have 2 on G, 3 on B, open E, 1 on G, and then 4 on D, mute the G, 3 on the B and open E. Now to finish that off we're going to play the open E string, play it again, and then play E string 3, 5, A string 2, 5, 2, back to 5 on the E, back to the A, 5, pull off to 2, 5 on the E, 2 on the A, back to the E, 5, 3, O, there. So again they're getting a little bit harder, so let's do that one up to speed now. So let's have a look at the next line now. So for this next line, start on your E chord and do an up, down, up. Come up to our 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, open E. Play the 2nd fret on the A and then do that chord again. And then we're going to change there to a B minor 7 there, do a down, up, and the 4 on the A, and then jump to our D sus2 and do down, down, up, and our little run down we did before. Open E string, and this time we're going to jump up to the 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, 4th fret on the E, and just play a down, up, down, up, down, down. So it's just the E chord again there. So again, a little bit different. Let's do that up to speed now. Now it changes again for this next line, so let's have a look at that now. So now we're going to play the open E string, 9th fret on the D, and then play 9, D and G and 12 on the B. Play the 9, D, and do that again, 9, D. Then play the 9 on the G, 12 on the B and the E, and do an up, down, and then just 12 on E and B. So we have then we play 7 on the D and the G, 9 on the A, go 7, slide up to 9 on the G, play 10 on the B, and then do 10 pull off to 7 on the G, 9, 7 on the D, 9, 7 on the A, play 9, 7, slide back to 5, so play 7 on the D and the G, 5 on the A. Now this time go 9 on the D and the G, slide back to 7, back to 5 on the A and 7 on the D and the G, so slowly there. Then we're going to play the 9 on the A string, open E and B, and then the open E. And then we're going to do 2, slide up to 4 on the G, play the open E, 2, slide up to 4 again on the G, 4 on the E, go 4, slide back to 2 on the G, play 2 on the D, play it again, 1 on the G, and then open there, so slowly there. And that's sort of 2 lines combined there, so let's try that up to speed now. And then after that we're going straight back to the chorus again, and it's going to be similar. We're going to go to our E, down, down, up, down, down. This time we're going to go to the B minor again, B minor 7, play that once, play the 2nd fret on A, and then just play the D, G and B, and then play it again with an up, down, and then do a down on the 4 on the A, then go to your D sus2, play that once, play it again, and then open D again, open D, open A, then we play the open E and B, 3rd fret on the E string, open E, and then we go back to the chord we used before, 4 on the G, 5 on the B, 4 on the E, and again a down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. And that ends that off there. So we play that last one up to speed for you. So that's the last clean guitar there, and then we go back to our outro with our acoustic, so let's have a look at that now. So our outro is going to be exactly the same as our intro. Do it again. Now when we get back to this chord, we just do it down, and then our A sus2, 1 down. And that's the end of the song there, and that's our outro. So they're all our rhythm parts. Now let's tackle the solos. So this solo starts in the chorus again after we've played it 4 times, and when it all quietens down, so there's 2 guitar parts that are doing solo bits. So we have our 4 on the D, 2 on the G, slide up 2 frets and slide back. Then play the 4th fret on the A, and then play the 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. Then we're going to do these little bends here. We're going to have the 5th fret on the B, 5th fret on the E, and just bend the B string. So that part up to speed, nothing too hard there. Then from there we're going to jump up, and this is right low in the mix now. We're going to jump up to the 11th fret on the A, 9th fret on the D, 11 D, 9 on the G, 11 on the G, do a bend, and then jump to 9 on the B, come back to the D string, 11, 11, back to 9 on the G, so sorry, that was 11 on the D, 11 on the G, 9 on the G, and then do a bend on 11 on the G, so slowly. Then we just bend on the 12th fret on the B 2 times, play the 12, then we're going to play the 9th fret on the G, 12th fret on the B, 12th fret on the E, then we're going to do a little arpeggio picking there, 12 on the B, 12 on the E, 12 on the B, 9 on the G. Then back to 12 on the E, and then we're going to do 14 bend on the E, and then 14 again, bend and release, bend and release. So then after there's lead that keeps playing all the way through, but it's so low in the mix you can barely hear it. You can just sort of hear glimpses of it every now and then. So let's just cover that first bit now. Let me play it up to speed for you. And then you can play lead all the way through that. You can just improvise there. Now let's have a look at the main solo. Let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So we're going to start with a bend on the 11th fret on the G. We're going to hold down the 9th fret on the B and the 12th fret on the E. We do 2 bends there. Then just play 9 on the G, 9 hammer onto 11 on the G, and then back to 9 on the G. Then we do palm muting here, D string 11, 9, A string 11, and back to the 9 on the G. Then do palm muting again on the D, 11, 9, and then do a bend on the 12th fret on the B. And then play 9 on the E, 9 on the B, back to 12 on the B, and then 9 on the E and slide down. So let me do that first part slowly for you, nothing too hard. That first bend can be a little bit tricky at first. Now we're going to do that same bend again, bend on 11 on the G, 9 on the B, 12 on the E. We're going to bend it up just to 12 on the G, sorry, the 11 on the G. Play 12 on the E, 9 on the B, 11 while we've got that bend up on the G, and then play 11 on the E, play 11 on the G again and let it come down. So. And then play E, 10, B, 9, G, 11, and then on the E, 9, B, 9, and then 11, pull off to 9 on the G, 9 on the D, and then 9 on the A, slide back to 7 on the E, 9, 7, then come back to 9 on the A, do 2 bends, and back to 7 on the A. So let me do that part slowly for you. It can be a little bit tricky, the first bends at the start. Then from there we just play 9E, 7 on the A, 9 on the A, slide up to 11. On the D, 9, 11, and then play the 11 on the D and the G. 9 on the D, back to 11 on the A, and that is palm muted. 9 on the G, then play 11 on the D, 9 on the G, 11, slide up to 13 on the G. 12 on the B, 14 on the B, 11, slide back to 9 on the G. Then on the D, 11, 9, on the A, 11, slide back to 9, pull off to 7, hammer on to 9, pull off to 7. So that part slowly now. So then from there we're going to jump to the D string, we're going to play 6 hammer onto 9, G, 6, D, 9, 7 on the B, 9 on the D, 9 on the B, 9 on the D, so we've got this little pedal tone there, and then 7 on the E, 7 on the B, 9 on the E, 7 on the B, 9, slide up to 12 on the E, back to the B, 9, E, 9, B, 9. Then we're going to bend on the 12th fret 2 times, and do another bend, and then 12 on the E. So that part slowly. And from there we're going to play the 9E, 12, pull off the 9 on the B, and play 12 on the E. And do that again. Then the next time we're going to play 9 on the E, 12 on the B, pull off the 9, play 12 on the E, and we're sort of doing arpeggio picking here, or sweep picking just on the 2 strings. So we're going to play 12 on the E, 12 on the B, pull off the 9, slide back to 7, hammer onto 9 on the B, then play 9 on the E, 9 on the B, pull off to 7, slide up to 9, play 12 on the E, 12 on the B, pull off to 9, hammer back on 12, and then play 14 on the E, 12 on the B, pull off to 9, hammer on to 12 again, and then 12 on the E, 12 on the B, pull off to 9, hammer on to 12, and then to finish that off we do this little rundown. 12 on the B, hammer on to 14, pull off to 12, pull off to 9. So then jump to the G string 11, hammer on to 12, pull off to 11, pull off to 9. So, and then 11 on the D, then jump to the A string 9, hammer on to 10, pull off to 9, slide back to 7, hammer on to 9, and then we slide up, and then we have this little arpeggio to finish. 6 on the E, 7 on the B, 16 on the E, 17 on the B, 16 on the G, slide back to 13, and then 14 on the D, 14 on the A, slide back to 11 there, and then play 12 on the E, and then do 10 on the A, hammer on to 11, and finish on the 9 there on the G. So slowly. And that's the last part of the solo, so let's do that one more time, up to speed. And then right at the end of the song, after our outro, we have this little fill in here. We're going to play the 4th fret on the G string, the 5th fret on the B string, and we're just going to bend that 4th fret there. And that finishes the song off. So there are all the guitar parts. There's some tricky little things in there with the arpeggios going on and lots of different fills. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.